Okay, hello, Honors English 2. Today is May 3rd. It is a Sunday. This is our weekly update. So, some updates first. One, if you hand in late work, and it's especially after I put it in the gradebook, you need to tell me that you're handing in the late work and where it is. I don't randomly go and recheck old assignments to see what people have handed in. Uh, so, unless you tell me, like an email or something, that you handed in the late work and it's on Turnitin and it's like Act 3 scene logs, I'm not going to check and I don't know it's there. Gradebook absences. I've switched to just making that absent or handed in. There's no zero or non zero. Even though it didn't affect your grade at all for Cycle 3, some people still complain for not liking to see a zero, even if it was a zero that meant nothing. So it's just an absent mark or a handed in mark. If you cannot submit, and this has always been the case, if you cannot submit something, you need evidence, take a screenshot. If Turnitin won't let you submit something, take a screenshot. That's your evidence for not getting late point deduction. And again, office hours every day 1 to 3:30, except Wednesdays. Most Wednesdays we have like a school stuff going on at that time. I'd like to see everyone at least once a week to chat, just to check in. Really, I didn't see that many people this week, so hopefully next week will be better. I don't want to make this a mandatory thing, but okay. So what's happening this week? We're finishing Macbeth. The Monday-Tuesday lesson is you read all of Macbeth. So Act 5 is pretty short in total. It might be the shortest act. There are no scene logs. We're done with scene logs. Everything that you could have possibly learned from scene logs about the Shakespearean figurative language and working with syntax, you learned. One more week isn't going to help. Though the work associated is only 6 CRs. So that's your classwork. You're just doing 6 CRs. That's on a separate doc. I'm going to upload that. Also, like when I would do this in class, there'd be no scene logs because we were with these characters for so long. At the end of the play, I want us to be in the moment with them. Act 5, as in every Shakespeare play, is the most important. My two favorite scenes, or my two favorite parts of scenes, happen in Act 5, like the best parts of the play. Optional. So I don't like making it mandatory for you to show up live. To me, that's not fair to people. So on Friday of last week, there was a Socratic Circle sheet due. The evil Socratic Circle sheet, which I thought was very good. So there's going to be an optional live session. So it's going to be, I forgot to put the date here. It's on Tuesday of this week, so the 5th, from 9:30 to 10:30. So that's like halfway through period 5 and halfway through period 6. This is for everybody. So I chose those times because I teach 5 and 6. 5 and 6 are also the most common lunches, or are lunches. And I'm probably going to be watching my son. So I'm going to be walking around the house with WebEx on, and I'm pretty much not going to police it. I'm not going to check who enters. I'm not going to check who's talking. I'm not doing any of that. I might chime in. I might be there with headphones walking around the house. But that's just, people wanted a live opportunity, but this is it. But it's completely optional. I'm not even checking if people show up. And this is for all class periods. And then the Thursday, Friday stuff, I'm actually still making that, so I'm not talking about it yet. But halfway through this week, we should be done with Macbeth. Okay, just the schedule, if you'd like to see the schedule. Oh yeah, so period 5 and 6 right here, Tuesday B-Day. It's like the second half of period 1, the first half of period 2, or second half of period 5, first half of period 6. And it's just going to be one long, continuous, hour-long Socratic Circle where people can enter and leave and whatever. I'm not going to mute people. General weekly outline. We're going to start and finish Act 5 this week. That's the end of the play. And then next week we'll do all the end of Macbeth stuff. Upcoming due dates. So Tuesday of this week, there's the Laws of Power chapter summary. That's the first part of the project. The rest isn't happening. I assigned that, I don't know, like a month and a half ago. Yeah. On Friday, your Act 5 CRs are due. Remember, not scene logs. It's a doc that has 6 CRs in it. You'll see the doc. And then on Friday, another Socratic Circle is due, and then we'll do another live session tomorrow. That's the Fate and Destiny Socratic Circle. That's one of my favorite ones. So you'll do the prep sheet, like the prep sheet is due. Again, everything's on Edmodo. It's on Turnitin. It's on YouTube. And go!